Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We have skill points to spend, as well as this nice little relic from Edgewater, which everyone has, but it also doesn't make sense, because if we look at it, it says, Adelaine's deserters dreamed of independent life without the board's oversight. You taught them an important lesson, never dream, although no, because now Adelaine has twice the power, and she isn't beholden to the board. She's split off from them, and is now making not making salt tuna, I don't think anymore, but instead making plants or whatever it be. I was under the impression that the speech checks would have been harder, but no, it turns out not at all. Very, very simplistic. But as you guys can see, now we have a new character called Victor Max, which we can actually upgrade. By the way, I didn't really explain this too much, but yes, there are perks for your companions. You can make them. They give you various things. For instance, this gives us better dialogue, combat effect duration. This is specific to him, but there are things like health. But later down the line, there are better things like this, which is, chance to reset ability cooldown on ability use, which means that the ability use has a 20% chance to bring it back immediately. But also, whenever you use your other companion's ability, it also counts as that. So that's pretty cool. But then he has stuff like this, like science weapons damage gets increased and all those things. Neat. But for right now, we're just going to give Victor Max some extra damage, unless there is something better. Hack. No, we'll make our robot friend that. But anyways, also, Victor Max is going to wear this. Because, yeah, what is it? It's dialogue skills? Yeah, I don't need any help with dialogue skills. We're good for now. But we are going to change up his distance things. He's really aggressive, perfect, weapons mixed. Stay with, well, I don't know. I thought they said that he was actually really melee based, which is weird. So maybe stay mixed. Yeah, let's leave it for now. But, as you guys can see, he gives us intimidation, hack, and science. All things that I don't want. I'll get them by myself. But his action ability is actually one of my favorites in the game. It's called Trick Shot. Knocks the target to the ground, making them unable to do any action for a short time. Lower all skills and moderately increases the damage taken by plasma, shock, corrosive, all that. So that's cool. And then healthy, he just gets a base health because that's the perk we just got for him. But yes, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go do a little baby side quest. It could take a long time, a short time, I don't know. But I wanted to bang it out really quick. But yes, there is this guy. His name is Ligwig.
Never seen the Veil lit up like this before.
He's a psychopath. He's a lot. Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Oh, yeah. Gotta watch out for the mechanicals. Yeah.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
I found a bundle in the cantina. I think it's yours?
It is indeed. And I will thank you to hand it here. You got some quick eyes, what with detecting my carefully hidden cache. Resistance could use your talents.
Not this auto-mechanic uprising thing again. I should have said I would join and then give it to him, damn it.
An army of auto-mechanicals planning the total destruction of the human race is the very opposite of nonsense. It's, non-nonsense.
Okay. If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's Chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fee.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Yes, what do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Got it. I have skill points that I could spend, but not right now, because I don't know what I need. Boom! We need to get our inspiration up so that we can get some companion armor ratings so they can stay alive just a touch longer, even though the stuff like sneak and lockpicking are still very, very Important fact. Sure, let's spread it just to, well, we hit confirm. But we're about to level up again. It'll be fine. Anyways, we need to go to journal and equip dire robots. There we go.
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
Victor Max, I will kill you.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Jesus, I thought I had enough engineering. I actually don't. Well, we need to put some points in engineering, because this is the first for me. I feel embarrassed. Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Pravati, why did you name the machine?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Is this an Aetherwave series or something?
Absolutely. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Alright, we wouldn't have gotten anything for, like, being like, hey, should you give me anything? Yeah. What if we killed him? There may have been parts in it for us. That would make Pravati sad, which cannot happen, ever. Ever. Really angling me being a freak or whatnot. Oh no. I did it! We fixed the robot.
Never seen the Veil lit up like this before.
Yes. You don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. In fact, I think the time's coming to unwrap that package you delivered me, which, unbeknownst to you, housed a mighty weapon. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple 1,000 volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
It's basically a mod for your weapons that gives you an element, which is shock. There's many, plasma and all that, but this one gives you shock. Sounds like fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
I've already got it, and I've done it already. Don't worry about it. I've already got the passcode from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Corrupted? Logic module? You mean this? Logic module?
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, well, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it, then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Yes. Take care. Yep. we did all the quest steps accidentally. Well, not really. I remembered this quest, so I remembered where his locations were. And unlike in other games where they would just stop that from spawning, no, you can just go to that location if you know where it is, pick it up, and call it good, and then just complete the quest immediately like this, and not have to go back and all that stuff. This game is great and lovely. But we were just given a very, very special and unique weapon, one that I think is pretty good, at least when you look at it. I'm not sure if it's actually good. It's one of those things where some things could have a lot of buffs, but not necessarily hit hard enough to apply those benefits, you know? Anyways, the T&L shock stick. The shock stick has been modified to swing faster and hit harder. Bonus attack speed and bonus damage, as well as it is, of course, a what do you call it? Electricity-based weapon, which is cool. So yeah, this is way better than your normal stun baton. Hells to the yeah. So let us do this, because I'm not using it, because I'm not melee-based, but our girl Pravati gets real close and up and personal to enemies, and should make great use of it. Good, quest completed. Shit, we don't have enough to do anything with video-wise, but we could level up. We're lacking in engineering, which Pravati's going to be growing with us, so it's not going to stay that way, so I don't think we'll be lacking for a while, but sure, let's put some points in there just so we would have the ability to do a special check kind of thing. But let us increase lockpicking even more. That's a big thing. Oh, so close. So close to being 50 lockpick. But anyways, let's go ahead and say apply. Also, by the way, we're getting skills by just putting points in them. Like, for instance, lockpicking, we're about to attain, or actually not really, we're still fairly away from getting the 25 more bits in containers, which is really good when you're going to a different place entirely. I think around maybe 60 or 70 is where I'll stop putting stuff into Persuade, because we'll always have companions with us, and Pravati will always give us an enhancement to Persuade and Engineering, so we don't really need to put many points in that. In fact, when I ended the game, I had quite literally, I think it was like 170 Persuade, just because I kept putting points into it without really recognizing that Pravati is proficient in that skill, so when she levels up, I gain a benefit from that too. So yeah. But anyways, moving on, we also need more inspiration and all these things, but we have a perk to spend, a perk point to spend. So we could spend it on health, or we could spend it on tactical time dilation meter getting increased, which is of course very, very good. But the problem that I find I'm having is this. Yes, I'm encumbered almost over encumbered almost all the time. So I think I may have to nip that in the butt and just do it like that. I don't ever get health just because we never die or get even close to dying. But yeah, tactical time dilation meter maxed would be kind of nice to give my companions a little more help, but let's just nip that in the butt first. That'd be the next one we spend, let's say, this tactical time dilation thing getting increased. Cool. Yeah, I want to see, I never actually went back and seen how Edgewater actually looks now. So let's go see what's up with Edgewater before we call it, because yeah, time should have passed. Ah, there she is. Oh, it is working. Cool. Hello.
Time changes all things. Even Reed's stranglehold over Edgewater must inevitably yield to the attrition of time.
Now that Reed's gone, what do you plan to do?
Start anew. Edgewater will become the town it was meant to be, a place where we live in harmony with the world, where none of us writhe under the whips of corporate masters. A place where all are welcome, except for Reed's supporters, of course.
I was wondering about your garden.
The garden will bloom anew. I have plans to transform the old cannery into a nursery, with crops enough to feed a town.
You still use corpses as fertilizer?
But of course. And now we have a whole cemetery to ourselves.
Are you concerned about the plague?
Saltuna was making the town sick. From now on, if anybody's hungry, they may feast from the bounty of the soil.
Alright, take care. I still can't get into this, yeah? Damn it, you need Reed's key to unlock it. Okay. Hey.
That was a good thing.
Shit, sorry. That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping bring the deserters to Edgewater folks back together. Awesome. Cool. Sorry I interrupted you, Pravati. Also, head back to the ship. No, we're not doing that. But yeah, I guess things have changed the same. Maybe if we like play, and then come back, we'll see that things are now changed and they're cooking meals and whatnot. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing, but maybe. Oh, hey, you got a job, deputy and all that, probably.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
I can't tell if you're pleased to be back in town.
Hard to say. Without Reed, we've got the run of the town.
I guess it's a good thing?
Adelaide went on about living in harmony with one another and whatnot. We'll see if it comes to pass.
Yeah, I should go. Mechanical dude. He should be in here. Yes, there he is! Thomas!
I never got a chance to thank you for hearing me out. Gave me the courage to ask for a job in the workshop.
Nice. I see you decided to come back. Well, I convinced you, but sure.
I'm happy when I'm working with my hands. Just gotta convince them to let me use the workshop.
You should have asked me for more help, man. At this point, I'm invested. You've got me. And all that stuff. But might as well talk to Pravati. Why not?
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
Did you learn your trade from your father? It sounded like it when talking to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Reed seemed to have it out for you.
I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like he wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you are actually good at this, and enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
You didn't like your classes?
Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
Jeez, what did you do on your time off?
As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars.
That's it? You didn't spend time with friends?
Can't say I had many. Mostly I kept to myself. Going to the community center to hear music, be in a crowd with people knocking into you. It all just made me want to run away. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now.
Oh, after school you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought this up.
Oh, I miss him, sure enough. But he's a fond memory. I was right beside him when he passed, holding his hand. Talking about him makes me smile. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
What do you think of the ship?
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Apparently, Ada's the one that actually flies the ship.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
What do you think, Pravati? Is it safe to fly now that we got a regulator?
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Break time's over. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, we're about to end it, and I was like, let's talk to Pravati. That's a good time to, makes this video not just a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Subscribe button above me. as well as videos to the far right. Oh God. Thank you. I'm pretty tired. I'm icky. Working out and all these things make your body break. Thank you for so much for your time. We will be continuing next time, and hopefully you guys will join me on that journey as well. Thank you, and goodbye.